How big companies can avoid innovators' dilemma. There are three ways. The first way is to forcefully drive the company direction to the disruptive technologies. So basically what I mean by this is the company's higher ups has to realize if they don't invest in disruptive technologies, they will be eaten later on. They will be eaten by those innovative, disruptive startups. So they must invest their resources in this technology. But this is not a good solution because there's a lot of forces against the company to do this, which I may cover later on. The second way is to set up an independent sub-organization within the company and let them really have the full autonomy and the very independent incentives to do the disruptive technologies. Usually the disruptive technologies has a very small market, emerging and a poorly defined market. So if you don't separate this sub-organization, they are going to work on the disruptive technology. They will definitely be affected by the big organizations thinking because big organizations need big market to grow. They don't really want to look into emerging markets, which is very small. So you need to set up a very independent sub-organization or like spin-off a company that can do things and they can be excited. They can be excited by the very small emerging market. So this is the second way and is a most recommending way. And the third way is to acquire a company that's doing usually startups. They are doing disruptive technologies. So the catch here is after you acquire this company, you need to keep it independent. You couldn't just merge these acquire companies to your large organization. You must make it independent. So this small company will at least acquire company or a very standalone department will have incentives to work on very small disrupting technology. They has a very small market. So that's the way that you can do it. And just let me elaborate on why you shouldn't push this within the big organization. The reason is big organizations is seeking very large market to grow its revenue. When it can grow its revenue, when it can grow its return on equities, shareholders returns, so that its stock price will get higher. So that's usually the incentives for management levels for higher up managers, and that makes sense for them to do so. And if they really want to make a company growth, they won't really invest in a small emerging markets. It's very hard for people to do. Even they realize this, there will still be a lot of pushback from every single level of the companies. So that's why people usually suggest to set up maybe spin off a company or acquire a company that's working on the disruptive technologies. So disruptive technology here, I mean, when I say this, I mean the technology that has a very, very different value networks. It's technology satisfies very different customers, very different set of customers that's entirely different from the mainstream customers in the big organization. So that's what I mean by disruptive technology, by the way. So if you would like to receive more management, startups, analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription is really my greatest encouragement to more videos like this. And other than that, take care and I will see you next time.